said that there is no right to die, but I have from Joe Missouri, University of Wisconsin graduate. He said that the right to die should be a fundamental freedom of each person. Nowhere in the Constitution does it state or imply that the government has the right to keep a person from committing suicide. After all, if the patient and the family agree it's what they want to do, whose business is it anyway? Who else is going to get hurt? In a country that's supposedly free, this should be a fundamental right. And also, he stated another quote that prevention of suicide is a violation of religious freedom. A significant part of religious beliefs involves what happens in the afterlife. By preventing suicide, the government is imposing its religious belief that suicide is a sin. No one knows for sure what happens after we die. It should be up to the individual to determine what he or she believes. The government cannot legislate morality. And also, I want to talk more about the pain and suffering that Jenny mentioned. It is true that tremendous pain and suffering of patients can be saved. We should understand the patients and be in their shoes to understand their pain. And since they really want to make a decision to end their pain, why can't you just grant their decision of assisted suicide? That's the only thing we could do. Other than we can't even, like the doctors and nurses, they can't even save the patients. Why can't we even grant their wishes of, if you can't grant their wishes of getting better, you should grant their wishes of, to help them commit assisted suicide. And if you just let the dying patients be dying until they suffer all their pains, their unending pains, it's not a good idea because some patients could commit a suicide in a horrible and traumatic way by themselves without physician-assisted suicide. So I have a quote from Joe Missouri, the University of Wisconsin graduate. The elderly have the highest rate for suicide, and Americans often see, the older Americans often see nothing ahead of them but loneliness and pain. So if these people are going to commit suicide, which is better controlled? Compassionate doctor-assisted suicide or clumsy attempts like taking sleeping pills, jumping off a building, or firing a bullet into one's head? If you were a family member, which would be traumatic? Saying goodbye to a loved one at a hospital or coming home to see his head and brain spatter against the wall from a bullet? Unfortunately, if people truly want to die, nothing is going to stop them from dying. So we should be humane and orderly about it. And also there are people who wants to save the lives of their family members and friends. They want to donate their organs, but in order to do that, they have to die. And they want to, even if it costs their life, they want to save their loved ones. But because the assisted suicide is not legal, they cannot even do what they desire. People have the right to do what they desire. So they should let people to donate their organs, and there will be more organ donators in this world who can cause saving lives of other dying patients. And there won't be any pain at all for those people who are dying, because they need organ donations just to live. And so there won't be any problems, any unreasonable problems such as this story about Tyler Christopher Gunn, who was sentenced for the death of Catherine Lemberg, a friend whom Gunn helped commit suicide by taping a bag over her head and committing it to a helium tank. By Patrick McNamara, Arizona Daily Star. So this won't happen if assisted suicide was legal. Like their friends, once you're to be a good friend, you would want to help them commit suicide, but if they get caught, then they would go to jail. So that's very unfair that that happened because he was only trying to help his friend to grant his wish on what he wants.